Hi guys, it's time for reading. We're going to go ahead and keep reading our news article that we started on Tuesday. Who can remember what that was called? Yeah, it was all about growing plants, and it was a current article about why people might be growing plants right now. Where do people grow plants? At their home, right? They can grow them in their backyard. Maybe they put them in a pot and put them on their windowsill or their porch. So we're going to go ahead and read that article again and then answer some questions about it, okay? We're going to answer who, what, where, when, and why. We're going to do our WH questions just like we did last week. I want you to think about while we're reading the story, the who, what, where, when, and why of this news article, okay? So keep those in your brain. All right, so our article is called Growing Food at Home, okay? Many people grow food at home. Most people start growing food in spring. The weather becomes warmer in spring. This spring, more people want to grow food. I wonder why more people want to grow food this spring. People are staying home because of the coronavirus. They want to stay away from crowds. Oh, so people are planting more food because they're of the coronavirus. Okay, our twos are still circled, so pay attention every time there's a two. People want to go to the grocery stores less often. People want to grow food at home instead. Growing food can be fun. Makes sense. First, people choose places to grow food. Many people grow food in gardens. The gardens may be in backyards. Okay, they might be in backyards. Some people grow food in pots. The pots may be on windowsills or porches. Did some of you grow plants in pots just a few weeks ago? Yes, you did. Good job. And how many of you have a garden in the backyard? Awesome. Some people choose the kinds of food to grow. Many people grow vegetables like green beans, corn, peppers, carrots, and spinach. People may grow fruits like blueberries, watermelons, raspberries, strawberries, and grapes. People buy seeds to grow the food. They put the seeds into dirt. People pour water onto the seeds. Why do the seeds need water? What does it help? It helps them grow. Awesome. The seeds become plants. The food grows on the plants. Look at all those things you can grow. People must wait for the food to become ripe. Ripe means the food is ready to eat. Do you sometimes eat bananas when they're green? Or do you mostly wait till it's yellow? Yeah, we mostly wait till they're yellow. I kind of like somewhat green bananas. That's just a personal preference of mine. Some people like bananas when they're really ripe and they're brown. Totally depends on the person. People pick the right food. Sometimes people eat the food right away. Sometimes they freeze the food to eat later. Okay, so if you have lots of food, you might freeze it so that you can eat it in the winter when your garden might not be so fresh. People may use the food to make recipes. Ooh, do we sometimes use food to make recipes? Yes. How cool would it be if we could use fresh food from a garden? Someone may use vegetables to make sandwich, salad, or soup. That looks good. Someone may use fruits to make a smoothie, fruit salad, or pie. Oh yeah, I know my favorite pie is peach pie. Peach cobbler is actually my favorite. And we go to a peach farm in Texas and get those. Many people are growing food at home. People are growing food in gardens and pots. The food includes vegetables and fruits. Anyone can grow food. Would you like to grow food? Would you guys like to grow some food? Yeah, it's kind of cool that you can grow food instead of just plants. And it might help save that you don't have to go to the grocery store as much since people are trying to avoid that because of coronavirus. All right, let's go ahead and put this back at the beginning so we can always come back when we're trying to answer our questions and go to our question page. Okay, so we're doing the same thing we did last week, where we're looking at what our question word is. We're going to find the answer, and then we're going to figure out how we know. Where did we find that in the article? That helps us know that that's the answer, okay? So our first question word is who. Who is this article about? What do you guys think? Is it about doctors? No. Is it about teachers? Not specifically. Is it kind of just about people in general? Yeah, it is. It's just about all people. Because it's a common thing that people do. Growing food at home is a common thing people do in the springtime. Okay? So we're going to just put all people. Okay? So the answer to who is all people. And let's figure out how we know that. The first sentence says, many people grow food at home. So right there it tells us many people. Most people start growing food in the spring. So we're talking about people in this. And just kind of a common activity. People are staying home. People want to go to the grocery stores less often. People want to grow food at home instead. So is it just about people? Yeah, do we know that because it just keeps saying many people? It doesn't say a specific type of person? Yeah, good job. So I'm just going to underline that, but help us understand that. So it says many people. Oops, sorry, that's not a great underline. Most people. More people. 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 People, right? It says people a lot. So could we just say throughout the article, when we're saying how do we know, could we say throughout the article, the author mentions people as a general term, okay? So he's just using it through the whole article, okay? All right, our next one is what. So what is this story about? What are we learning about? Let's look. Our title says growing food at home. It even kind of has a what question mark right there. It kind of gives you a hint that this article might be about growing food at home. Let's read the first page. Many people grow food at home. Most people start growing food in spring. People are staying home because of the coronavirus, so people want to grow food instead. So is this whole article about growing food in gardens or just growing food, right? So what is the title called? Growing food at home. So is that what this article is about? Yeah, I think so too. Growing food at home. And we're going to go ahead and say that the title helped us understand what this article is about. Okay? Now, where are people growing food? Let's look and see if we can find that. Where are people growing food? Does anyone remember? I think this page is going to help us figure that out. It says, first, people have to choose places to grow food. Let's listen closely. Many people grow food in gardens. The gardens may be in backyards. Some people grow food in pots. The pots may be on windowsills or porches. Does that tell us where people grow food? Yeah, so the gardens may be in backyards, or the pots might be on windowsills. Oh goodness. And porches. Okay, so we'll go ahead and say where backyards, window sills, and porches. I spelled window sills wrong. And how do we know that? What page is that on? Page 3. Good job. Page 3. All right, our next question is, when is this happening? When do people grow food? Let's see if we can find the answer to that. Many people grow food at home. Most people start growing food in spring. The weather becomes warmer in spring. What season is it right now? It's spring, right? So do you think because this is a current event article, it's something that's happening right now, the reason we're talking about that is because it's spring right now? Me too. So I think that when they ask you when it's happening, it's because it's spring, right? So this is happening in spring. This spring, more people want to grow food. So it's happening in spring, okay? And we know that from page 1. Okay? All right, and our last question is why? Why are people growing food at home? Who can remember? Why are people growing food at home? Is it because it's spring out? Yes, that's part of it, right? People can start growing food because it's spring. But why else are people growing food at home more often than they used to, maybe? Because of the coronavirus. Good job. Let's read this. People are staying home because of the coronavirus. They want to stay away from crowds. People want to go to grocery stores less often. People want to grow food at home instead. Okay, so people are growing food at home instead of going to the grocery store because of the coronavirus. So that's our why. People are growing food at home instead of going to the grocery store because of coronavirus. Okay, and how do we know that? What page was that on? Page 2. Very good. Awesome job, guys. We just filled out all of the who, what, where, when, and why of that news article. That was so good. All right, so now I want you guys to, if I get back to you, I want you guys to go and answer the comprehension questions. This video might help you because we might answer some of them, okay? So keep it close by in case you need to rewatch it. All right, great work, guys. Talk to you later.